And we're up.
All right. Last time, as we delved through Drakkenheim, you all were making your way towards the uh, Queen's Park Gardens, and when you got there, decided to pivot, deciding that it might be more beneficial to try to take the clock tower, so that if you get too injured, you have a place to rest, or escape to, or whatever. That's a little more nearby, and you wouldn't necessarily have to leave the city. Um, Good thoughts, good thoughts. Uh, so we pivoted, we did a random encounter, and now you guys are coming upon Market Square. Uh, sound about sound about right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, finding things. Okay, as you make your way out of the alleys and the looming streets and whatnot, um, Market Square appears before you, and it's kind of open. This was a it was a open courtyard where people would set up tents and stalls and whatnot. And the square really consists of two plazas, and they were separated by a cluster of banks and vaults and guild halls and businesses. The ruins remain. The ruins and the remains of high townhouses with storefronts surround the square. Scattered across the plaza are the remains of Drakkenheim's central open air market. Rows and stalls, canvas tents, pavilions, baskets, crates, wagons, barrels, all that fun stuff. And then the distant sounds of a lullaby and chimes and faraway bells fill the air. Market Square Plaza bears the scars of many battles, makeshift barricades and scorch marks, broken weapons and armor lay scattered about. A lot of rats scurry around, crows picking over the remains of different things, all while the silver purpley mist of the haze hangs in the air. And looking up at the far end, you can see the cosmological clock tower piercing through that fog. One of the buildings, you will, in one of the more permanent buildings, uh, anyone familiar with a city this size, you would recognize as the Guild Hall. It's not too far away from the clock tower, and it would have formerly been the administrative hub for all trade and industry in Drakkenheim. It's much larger than all the buildings except for the clock tower. Um, and anyone familiar with guild halls would have an idea that there may be a lot of impressive vaults buried under the heaps of wreckage and rubble, but it would take a significant amount of excavation to get access to them. And then at the end of the square is a 300-foot tall tower, about 50 feet wide at the base, with a rounded turret corners and walls supported by great buttresses. The front facade of the mechanical wonder. Near the top of the tower is a massive 30-foot wide clock face made from glass.
Do you happen to have a handout?
Maybe.
Or the map.
We'll get to the map.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sometimes we forget.
Oh, do you mean on the world map?
Like the city map, or yeah. I mean, we could go to that for now, I guess.
Did you guys get the clock
Yeah.
tower handout?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool, cool, where was I? The front facade of the front facade is a mechanical wonder. Near the top of the tower is a massive 30-foot wide clock face made from glass. The numerals and hands filigreed with silver, brass, and gold. Above are several crenulated balconies, and the roof is a steep spire topped with a wrought iron weather vane. Bordering the central clock is an embossed metal and glass dial that depicts the transit of the sun and the phases of the moon through each month. From this dial, one can read not only the time, but the date, as it shows a stylized interpretation of the seasons and constellations. Extending down the clock face is a further system of circular glass plates, gears, and wheels that illustrate in mechanical precision the grand cosmic dance of the planets and stars as they hurtle through the astral void. Multicolored glass lenses, superimposed over the planet, depict the metaphysical orbit of the afterworlds and the side realms and their relations to the mortal world. The rest of the tower is decorated with elegant carved statues depicting angels, saints, demons, devils, elementals, and various creatures of the worlds beyond. On some levels are rows of Gothic windows with arches filled with stained glass mosaics. The entire mechanism is frozen, stuck on the 11th day of the 11th month, 111 years ago at 11:11 a.m., and the phases of the planes resting between are stuck between elemental chaos and dreamland. As you approach on the ground level, you see a set of stone stairs leading to the copper double doors. Now to try to find things.
Did the market square kind of look like it's been picked over by looters and such, or would it seem to be worth looking around for anything of value there?
Uh, you could potentially, like, as walking through it, just glancing over it and walking, there's not a lot of anything of great value. But you could potentially dig through rubble or go into some of the buildings or try to, like I said, try to excavate the vaults. Um, as it doesn't look like anyone's tried to do that yet. Or if they have, their remains are there from their failed attempt.
If we take the tower, we'll have a safe base to come down and check it out from.
Cool.
So, yeah. You guys are on a new map outside of the clock tower, and there's not a lot of sneaking. It was an open air market. The harpies saw you coming. They know you're there. This will be a very weird encounter for me, as I've never done an encounter that consists of different levels all at once. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit. But you can go on and roll for initiative. Assuming you want to go in.
The tower?
Yep.
Of course I
Oh,
want to go. I'm ready to kill.
oh yeah, weren't we gonna go to the gate and clear it first?
I think that was a joke to torture CJ.
Well, now it's sounding like a good idea.
But I mean, and spending this, a week or two thinking about it.
Oh, I guess I should roll for. I was waiting for one more. I guess I should roll for him.
Oh, Hudson, yes.
Okay. Um, this is just where I pulled you guys out of. Before you start your turns, I'll let you. Before Bull takes his turn, you guys can arrange yourselves outside of the tower. So you could theoretically start closer to the door if you wanted, Bull.
I probably probably should, because I'm about to get hit a lot.
Because I just, like I said, all I did was just drag you guys onto the screen. I didn't position you, and you would have very easily had time to do that as you approached.
Right? Couldn't I just walk in and then the harpies just scatter out of fear?
You
Not
can certainly
necessarily.
try it. Good luck.
Right? Yeah,
You volunteer as tribute?
it's fine. We'll do our normal strategy for now.
Oh my goodness, 3 of us in a row. Something's gonna die real quick.
Not it.
Also, I'm messing around. I don't see Finch in the turn order. Oh, there he is. He blends with the harpies.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
just
a
Oh
being
yeah,
way
dumb.
farther down.
hmm
I always have bad initiative.
Oh, Harry's gonna
This
make it.
this this is
Nice.
like my best one. I've in this campaign. I think I've yet to get past a 10, and I get a nat 20, and I need to change that. So
Yeah, we got 3 of us. Yeah, going before everybody else.
So just tell me you guys are ready for me to come running in, and the first
Right.
harpy I see is probably gonna cease to exist.
Well,
Get cleaved in half immediately.
when you enter the door, I'll have to explain a bit of the map to you.
Mm. Oh, everything's gonna be like upside down or something.
No, no,
Yeah.
it's hard to relay levels on a
Yep. But
2D
yeah.
surface.
One token right there.
So, yeah, as you come in, um, actually, you know what? We're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna bring everybody inside
Mhm.
just real quick so I can explain and everyone can see. Um, you come inside and you see the center of the clock tower is open, and you can look up nearly to the top. Um, but around the edges are stairs and balconies and walkways. So the outermost squares are a level above where you are now, if that makes any sense. And where he just opened the door, like where Bull is standing now, he is technically underneath of another walkway.
Was this like stairs up to the first
And
level
that is
or
stairs up.
okay.
Yes.
And then if
Um,
you keep going around, this keeps going up.
that is correct. So you can theoretically hide underneath of one thing to hide from the people directly above you, but the people on the other side can still
Ah,
see
right.
you,
Strategy.
because it's a diagonal or whatever.
Yes.
And this particular map represents two or three floors. Um, for for the ease of combat, we're going to call it two floors. Um, in actuality, it might be more than that. And so you come in and you see these five harpies here, but on floors above, you see five more harpies. So as of right now, you can see 10. Um, and I tried to put on them the numbers, like, so you know how high above they are,
Mhm.
if that makes any sense.
Cool, cool.
Anyway, I'll take you
Okay
guys
then.
back out.
So, so I don't see any harpies on floor one, and all five on floor two.
Yeah, none of them were on the ground floor. They're
Gotcha.
flying creatures. They don't use the door. They just come in and out of windows.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, we're just gonna go. That's the stairs, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the
I'm
wrong
I'm
one.
gonna I'm gonna say they go counter. You have to go counterclockwise around the room because
That's kind of how it
that's
looks.
yeah. And so when you get back to where you started, you're still on the second floor, but there are stairs there that will take you up to the third floor.
Gotcha. All right, we are in Harpy 1. I'm gonna say it's not big enough for me to go big if I rage.
Oh yeah. You might you might be too big to stand on the
You can
uh
squeeze, but I don't remember what that means.
I think your movement
Yeah,
slowed for sure, but
but if it's difficult terrain, the ring of free action nullifies that because it says difficult terrain does not cost extra. So I don't know.
say that again. Sorry.
If I go big, I have to go squeeze. Wouldn't that be like difficult terrain? But then the ring of free action says that difficult terrain does not cost extra for me.
Yeah, that seems like it should work out for you.
So
But I
go
don't.
big, squeeze, and have full movement. That
Cool.
sounds.
Um, how,
I could just
what
stay.
what does squeeze specifically say?
I have no idea. I was just assuming. I was just gonna stay small if you just say
Yeah, alls I knew was that, yeah, it causes like your movement to be slowed, but I don't know technically what the mechanically what it means.
All right. So you just get big and can just stay up there. So that's cool.
like would it be squeeze around the corners or like in this whole area?
Like just being on the balconies in general would be.
Yeah, so you're still I am for the purposes of this whatever, still considering you just taking up a space along the edge.
Gotcha.
Even though you are clearly much taller, it's like you're you're standing sideways or something. I don't know, but
Well, if I'm in,
you're
What
still up
about
there.
that second part of what Nock posted, that they would also have disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws?
yeah. So
Oh, I don't think the ring of free action helps with that.
we'll probably go stay small. I hate to
Okay. Raid.
change my mind, but now that I know the rules of squeeze,
You're right.
staying small would probably just be more beneficial.
Right. Make more
Probably be
sense.
smart enough to know that. But yeah, we're gonna hit Harpy 2 because Harpy 2 needs it.
Harpy 2 or Harpy 1?
Whichever one's in front of me.
Harpy 1.
I saw 2 for second story and then just called it Harpy
Oh,
2.
right.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna reckless attack it because I'm feeling it. So
Go for it.
12. Wow.
12 hits.
Wow.
And 12,
15.
15 damage.
Yep. I guess we'll hit her again. 23. More standard. For 11.
Do you mean 12?
I did bad math. It's been a long day of mathing.
And shouldn't you be getting rage damage too? Or no,
That's it.
that's the
It's
roll.
mixed in with it. Yeah, it's mixed in. I got the rage checked.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 1 on my 1d6.
All right. Anything else?
No, I wonder if the armor of Agathis will kill the harpy now. Wait,
Oh yeah, because that happens automatically when you rage. Fun times.
yeah. So 15 extra hit points for
Okay.
15 extra damage when they hit me.
Nice. And knock. Your turn now.
All right. I always hate not being able to see. I am going to enter. Is this open in the center?
Yep.
Uh, I'm going to put it like
From the
10.
center, you can basically see all the way up to the top.
I'm going to put my shadow like 10 feet up in the air above me.
All right.
If I do it in white, it'll disappear. Sorry, do it in black.
If you click on the status,
Oh, use the red box for it?
symbols, what?
Well,
You know
I guess
how
I could
you
do it for increments of 5.
You know how you do symbols?
Yeah.
So choose the wings, or actually just hover your mouse over the wings, and then press a number equal to the uh, floor you want it to be even with.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do just whatever times 5, but that works.
Yeah, we're just gonna say they're on level two, right, or the equivalent of level two.
Oh, I guess that also works. Yeah. So I won't have advantage, but I can still sneak attack on Harpy number 1.
All right, go for it.
24 to hit.
That hits.
24 points of damage.
24. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that kills it.
Sweet. And that'll be my turn.
Cool, cool. Amnar, it is your turn.
Hello? Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, and I can shoot at like Harpy 5 from here.
Yeah, we're gonna say add 10 feet to whatever distance it is if you're
Okay.
shooting from a floor below.
Gotcha.
Just
But yeah, that'd be fine.
just to keep things simple,
Yes.
we'll say if a floor adds 10 feet.
Works for me. Oh, I forgot to.
And as a reminder, there are 5 more harpies on floor 3.
Oh, right.
Uh,
Even higher up.
yeah, there's a whole nother,
Yep,
there's
yep.
another map for the next floor.
Uh,
So, if you go up there, I'll move you to it.
okay. Well, I will.
And I guess
Not
Bull can. I'll make it so
what?
that Bull shows on level 2 as well.
Right.
Go.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. It went suddenly silent, and I thought I lost everyone. But yeah, I was going to Hunter's Mark, Harpy 5, and
RP5.
then shoot at it. Oh, 12?
12 hits.
Oh, okay. And oh yeah, I keep forgetting to program that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to program in the extras damage.
Yeah, d6 for what it is. So it'd be 5 damage of cold. Really likes to do cold for some reason. And another shot at it. Okay.
21 hits.
One and one.
Oof.
Acid.
So, total of 9 more damage.
Yeah. Take a step back this way just for the heck of it.
All right.
Hey, that should be everything.
Gotcha. Now,
Mm.
all right. So, a harpy on the third floor is going to start singing. So, I will need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Even if I'm still outside?
Every humanoid within 300 feet, and the windows are open, so you can, because they fly in and out of the windows. So, so yeah,
Is it a charm effect?
yes. It
Finch, are
is
you
on.
half elf?
Finch.
What?
You might have advantage and or immunity on this.
Are you a half elf?
Oh no.
Oh, I swear I thought you were.
Nah.
Well, this is going to be bad.
Yep.
I'll be right there with you.
So Finch and Knock both fail. Everyone else passes. So, um, can I put it in chat? Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Cool.
Giant. Huh. But just that harpy's songs, like another harpy could sing, and you could get charmed by them.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And which harpy was it that sang that?
Man.
One on the third or fourth floor.
Cool.
And so does that mean do you also have to dash or just move your regular amount?
Um,
Doesn't say.
I feel like it mentions dash if you're supposed to dash.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like when you're feared or whatever, certain fears will cause you to dash. But so I'm guessing it's just
Yeah.
normal movement and not you don't run towards it, but you just move towards it like you're in a trance or whatever.
Yeah. I think that seems thematically appropriate. But yeah. So I have marked the one that is singing with a little harp, and I have marked Knock and
Trance.
Finch with little hearts to show that they're charmed. Um, yeah, so basically, you guys can just walk towards me or walk towards the top of the tower.
Right.
Well, it's a specific harpy, though, right?
Yeah, like
Yep.
yeah, walk towards a certain harpy. Yes, like little
It's on,
zombies.
and that particular harpy is on the third floor.
Oh, wow. So you have a ways to go to yeah to get to it.
Yeah, so you're basically just climbing the stairs right now.
You have some time to resist the effects then.
That does mean if any of the others hit us, we do get a save,
But
though.
oh yeah,
Yep.
And at the end of each of your turns, I think.
Yep,
yeah.
that is true.
But
Go on.
how smart is it? Like, would Knock know to like just teleport up there immediately? Because that would suck.
I'm thinking like what we've read about the dash thing. It's yeah, it's just normal movement like you're a zombie kind of yeah, just trance like
Yeah,
walking towards them, like
I'm gonna go
sleepwalking or
with
something.
I'm gonna go with that as the thematically appropriate that you go into a trance and your mind goes blank except for get towards start moving towards the thing.
Singing harpy.
Like you can't focus on anything else,
Yeah.
but you gotta make it there.
Yeah, fear, I bite. Fear and I bite both specify the dash action. So I would assume that if it isn't mentioned, it's not supposed to be used.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm yeah, that's listed under actions. So I'm assuming that's its full action.
Yeah.
Um Next harpy is also on the upper floor. Um what will it do? Two people are charmed. How they're not very smart, so they probably don't recognize anybody as a particular threat over others. So it's probably just going to sing two. If the uncharmed people want to make another save.
By
Bring
God,
it
we're all
on.
gonna.
Oh, wisdom save again.
Yep,
Wonderful.
one more.
I was kind of assuming, but
All right, you all pass. Uh, the the next harpy uh, doesn't quite like that. Oh, I need to see where I position them on the next floor. Dang it! 1 second while I flip maps.
If you were to build something like this again, you could build it as each floor is like a room on a larger map.
oh yeah, that'd be cool. I think I've seen people do that.
Yeah, well, these came
Mm-hmm.
with the module.
Pre-Clocktower, yeah.
Ah,
So I would have had to make a very large map thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
um, because yeah, I've done that before and it was nice, but the space you're in is kind of smaller because it has to fit. Um, so so this other harpy repositions itself up top. You guys would be able to see it. It is. It was over here, um, and it flew to over here, but still on the fourth floor because it has a 40-foot movement, so it can't quite get down to you guys and back out of reach yet. So it just moved to the other side. And I guess yeah, it's gonna sing too since it can't do anything else. So
Three more misses.
Hudson, Bull, and Amnar, another wisdom saving throw.
I'm just gonna get wisdom
Piece
saved down.
of cake.
Ha
Ah,
ha.
ah,
And
ah.
that would have been really hilarious. But I mean, horrible, but hilarious.
And then, does it say that if you pass Harpy's thing, does it say it can only sing once?
If you pass it, you can only be enchanted for. You can't.
It's a
It's 24 hours.
yeah. A target that successfully saves is immune to this harpy's song for the next 24 hours.
Gotcha. So I'm going to mark this other Harpy that everybody passed as. I want to remember not to sing with it again.
Right. Yes. The ones that we've resisted there.
So we are currently 2 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's 3 for 3.
I only have another 9 harpies to resist.
I'm just waiting for it to like get us all the way up to the top floor, and then it flies out and keeps trying to make us follow it right off the cliff. And that's how we die.
Like a cartoon.
You're not super far off.
Mm-hmm.
They really like pushing people over edges.
Right. They'll probably try to kick us back down after we're up high.
Anyway, Finch, it's your turn.
Well,
Alright,
will move in. And so with these stairs, am I like moving here to start over, or is it starting here?
The stairs are right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they
So go
go
up
up
that and then
this
go around the
way
edge. Yeah.
and then basically counterclockwise all the way around.
25, and I guess I can't move into the same square
Right.
as Bull, so I'd be just there.
And then do you get a chance to resist the song again on your turn?
I think that's what it said.
Mhm.
The end of each turn.
Yeah, at the end of your turn. So, yes, you can. You do it. It's a DC 11, so you do it.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo!
You're no
You
longer
are
charmed.
no longer charmed. And that was the end of your turn. So, Harpy, why did all the ones on the fourth floor get to go to, or the third or fourth floor get to go before all the ones on the bottom?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird distribution too.
Because now I have to go back and see where they're positioned. And of course, this is okay. I can. This one can come down, come out into the open, and swoop down. And it's going to attack Amnar. It's going to swipe at you with its claws and with a club. And it's going to miss both times, it looks like. 8 and 12 to hit. And then it will swoop back up. And I think you're not charmed. So if you want, I believe you can make an opportunity attack against it. It does not say anything about them being immune to that. Not something you want to do?
Oh, who are we talking to?
You, Amnar. It came
Oh,
down and swooped at you, and
oh,
you're not
I didn't see.
charmed.
I did. Okay, yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it swooped down to attack you and then swooped back up.
Oh, okay, okay.
and it isn't immune to opportunity attacks, so you can take one if you want.
Oh, right. Sounds good. Are opportunity attacks melee only?
Uh, yes, I think so.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, ignore the. It was only one, anyways.
Yeah, I did a quick Google and it said yes, melee only.
Yeah.
So 21 will hit. Um,
It's just 7. Yeah, the
just
one
7.
is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I had to go to the other map and subtract the life from that as well. Um, yeah, so that is that harpy's turn. Hudson, it's your turn, and you are charmed.
Slowly walk.
Hold on one sec. I'm being silent. Anybody come help you? There it goes. I'm gonna make this one move, and then I'm gonna hop out for a bit and help my wife bathe our kid.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
I can move you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you want to make a quick wisdom saving throw.
And I passed.
There you go.
Congratulations. We will get you uncharmed. And yeah.
All right. Thank you. We'll be back.
Okay. Take your time. There's a lot of turns.
Sorry.
Oh, all right. This harpy will swoop down and attack Amnar as well. Getting an 18 and a 6 to hit.
The 18 should. Yeah, because I have a 16. Yeah.
All right. Dealing 6 damage to you.
Okay then.
And then it's going to fly away. And you already used your opportunity attack, so
Oh,
you
right.
can't do it again. And Knock is still charmed, so he can't do it. And they didn't come across any others. Harpy 3. Yep. They're going to fly over and attack at Bull.
Let's do this.
Getting a 13 to hit on both attacks.
That actually doesn't hit either one.
All right. And then it'll fly away. So if you want to take an opportunity attack,
Wait.
you can.
Is he charmed?
Yeah, I'm charmed.
Oh,
So he can't. Yeah. I
I
don't think
didn't.
so.
Apparently, I didn't mark you as charmed then.
Yeah, I got a 7 on the last wisdom save, so charmed.
My bad. I may not have attacked you.
Yeah.
But
Harpy wasn't paying attention. It's okay.
no, it would have. That's the only one it
Oh,
could
really?
take it to. Well, yeah. No harm,
Because I'm
no foul.
missing.
It didn't hit, so he's not
Yeah.
uncharmed. Harpy 2. Yep, it'll fly over here and we'll swipe at Finch.
Can I take an opportunity attack at it first?
Oh, yeah, because you have the thing where if they come close to you,
You can opportunity attack
uh,
before they.
Yep.
do you have reach?
No.
Okay, so it would still make it to you. So yeah, you can hit first if you'd like. 26 will hit. Dealing 12. But then it will get a 13 to hit and a crit. So the crit will hit for sure. What about the 13?
The 13 will miss.
Okay. Dealing a total of 5 damage to you.
And now I have to do. So for the my amulet thingy, the first time I take damage on a turn, I have to make a Constitution saving throw, as if you were concentrating on a spell, to see if
Uh,
I lose my amulet protection thingy.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Question:
got to roll 10 or higher.
Question: Does that benefit from the Constitution saving throw advantage with Warcaster feat, or no?
Um, I'm gonna. What's the
Because
Warcaster feat say?
if Warcaster is just for maintaining concentration, I would think probably not, but wanted to check. What does it say?
And what did the item say? It said as if you were concentrating on a spell. Um, I'm gonna say that it works because it says specifically as if you were concentrating on a spell. So that should help you in the same sort of manner.
Cool.
I reserve the right to change my mind on that, but based on the quick reading,
Yeah.
that seems to make sense.
Right.
It ended up being the same.
Oh well, it was enough.
And it's enough to keep it because I think it's just 10 you have to beat. So, and with that, it'll fly back. Actually, what am I doing? They could be flying up. Why are they staying here when they could fly up a level? This is why I don't like tiered combat.
These are confused harpies. There.
I could be making you guys have to come up higher and higher. Um, that's what's happening next when these other ones get turns. Where's Harpy 6 located on the other map? Perfect. Harpy 6 will swoop down from above and swipe at Finch again,
All right.
getting a 16 and an 8 to hit.
So both miss.
And it'll fly back up to the floor above.
Man, I wish I got that opportunity attack each time. Oh well.
Yeah. Um, and Harpy 4 is going to do the same thing. Get both missing, getting a 14 and a 9 to hit.
Cool.
then it's going to be doing what I should have been doing with them from the beginning and fly up to the next level. Then we're back to the beginning. And Bull, it is your turn. You are charmed, though.
So just keep going to the next level.
Yep, but you have to go all the way around, fortunately for you.
25. Will they attack?
They will not.
30, 35, 40 ends in there.
If you can't,
Do I
you
die?
can't end your square, so go back one.
There's a harpy right
Perfect.
there.
Yeah.
And then make a wisdom save throw. Try and
Yes, sir.
we're gonna fail this one, guys. I'm feeling it. 21.
Oh,
Never
you
mind.
passed.
Yeah. Suck it.
So, Knock, it is your turn now.
Well, that sort of sucks. Which side is the base of the stairs?
Go back one or north one, and then left.
Right next to where I am.
That's my movement.
All right, and you can make a wisdom save.
Bull, you want to clear your status if you succeeded your save?
And you
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately fail.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the DC is 11.
Mhm.
So he was right on the cusp. Uh, Amnar, it's your turn.
That harpy still has the hunter's mark. Shoot at it. Harpy 5. What, 13?
RP5. Uh, you would, in order to shoot at it, you would
Move forward one?
probably have to come out at least one square.
Okay.
Um, I doubt it'll matter because you'll probably move back, but
Yeah, but still. Mechanically speaking.
13 will hit though, yes.
Okay.
And you will almost certainly kill it. Yep, that is plenty. It had 9 life.
Okay. And then. Say 5, 10, 20, 30, 35. And then I'll move Hunter's Mark to Harpy 2. And shoot at it once. And miss horribly. Oh well.
Yes, you do.
That's everything I
Anything
can
else you want
do.
to do on your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. This harpy has already sang. In your upper floor, so that saves it 10 feet of movement. Um, so yeah, it's coming down and it is attacking Amnar. Getting a 16 and an 8 to hit.
I have a 16 AC, so does that mean it hits with
Yep,
16?
it hits.
Okay.
Dealing 8 damage.
Oh wait, if they're afraid of cats, do they have to make like a saving throw to not be scared of me, or?
They're not that afraid.
Okay.
Um, you will
They're
notice that
afraid.
they're not staying near you, but
Right.
they are focusing you because they do not like cats.
So it's the bad kind of afraid where yeah they attack the thing they're afraid of.
Yeah, if they can reach you, they will be coming at you.
Hmm, fun. Okay then.
Um, so yeah, eight damage to you, and yeah, you need to make a concentration check, by the way, which I forgot
For
last time. You're concentrating on Hunter's Mark.
The quiver does it, doesn't it? Or
Yeah,
does
but
it still have?
you still have to make
Okay.
concentration saves when you get hit.
Ah, I did not know that. Let's see. It's Constitution.
Yeah. Yep. 18, you passed. And also, you can make an opportunity attack because
Mm-hmm.
you did have another turn, so that has reset. If you want to, 18 hit or 23 hits.
Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, Hunter's Mark. Yeah, it always wants to do a one on those, anyways.
All right. Next RP is gonna do the same thing. And it hits twice, 19 and 22.
On me?
Yep,
Okay.
dealing a total of 10 damage.
Oof. Down to 6 health here.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Colby, but if he gets hit by two separate attacks, is that two concentration saving throws?
Yes, but I think it's also going to be two chances to break charm, right?
He's
I'm not
he's
charmed.
not charmed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just concentrating. Yeah.
Yes, you got to do two more concentration checks. You just got to get 10 or higher. Save. Save. Fantastic. Next one. Yeah, now that you guys are a floor above, they have a lot more movement.
Mm-hmm.
Um Getting a 5 to hit and a 19 to hit on Amnar, dealing 3 damage.
I'm down to 3 health.
Oh, let's
Better
mark
take
you
my.
as bloodied then.
Oh, right. I forget to do that. Check and see what potions I have.
There we go.
If I survived my next turn, anyways.
Finch, it is your turn.
Can I move through my allies?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you can move through allies freely.
Just can't
You
stay
just
within.
can't end your turn in them.
And I'll move up to Harpy 2 and attack it.
Go for it. 11 hits. 9 damage.
And again.
A 9 does not.
And bonus.
24 does. 11. How did your bonus attack do more damage than. Yeah, that hurt it. That hurt it pretty bad. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's action movement bonus. Nope.
All right. The next harpy. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna swoop down and attack an Amnar. Getting a 12 and a 17 to hit.
Yep, 17 hits.
4 damage.
Mm, I'm down.
And you'll lose concentration on Hunter's
Yes,
Mark.
I would assume.
Okay. And it flies back up. And then is Harry back? That sounds like a no. So what would you guys like to have Hudson do?
He would probably heal me, revive me somehow, I guess. That's just me speaking selfishly.
Works for me. Let's have him. I gave him an item that lets him cast Cure Wounds as a bonus action. Can he make it to you? Because that is worth more than Healing Word.
Is Cure Wounds a touch action or whatever?
Say that again.
I say, is Cure Wounds the range of touch or whatever it is?
Yeah, he has to be
Okay.
next to you. So it was a question if he can make it to you.
Yeah.
And he did have enough movement. So we're going to have him cast Cure Wounds on you. But I think he has things that make that more. Just so what does I need to read what the spell does, how much healing it does. Cure Wounds does 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. So it did 1d8 plus 3. Okay. So you also get one more to make it 9. Oh no, you get 3 more. Hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So that brings you to 11. And then the gloves I gave him also allow him to add his proficiency modifier, which is currently 3, so 14. You go up to 14, I think.
Doke.
I think that's everything that he can add.
Mm-hmm.
And then since he can do that as a bonus action now, he still has his action, which we can have him do his Sacred Flame. Which one would you guys like him to Sacred Flame?
Probably Harpy too.
2.
Typhoon class submarines are all nuclear powered, and their nuclear reactors contain spent and unspent fuel, posing a serious logistical challenge. Rory, god damn it. Please stay off the keyboard.
Oh no. It's okay. He did a good job of playing you, so. Or she.
I love you too.
Okay. He kills Harpy too.
Nice.
Was a very productive round for Hudson there. Harpy 3. Um, this is not a smart move, but harpies aren't particularly smart. And it doesn't like being close to things. So, Bull, Harpy 3 is going to try to shove you off the ledge. We need to do opposing athletics checks.
God damn it, Rory.
Holy crap. It rolled a 19.
Oh man.
Can you beat 19?
If he's
It-
raging, does he get
God damn
advantage?
it.
Yep. If you're raging, you get advantage. Yeah, you win. You do not
Good.
get pushed off the edge. And that freaks the harpy out a little bit. It does not like that. It is going to try and fly up a level or two. You can take an opportunity attack.
Oh gosh.
Holy crap!
Nice.
Holy crap! Uh,
12 and 14.
what is the +2?
Rage, probably.
No, his top one is 8 and 6 are the rages.
Is that the crit damage?
I don't think it's. Oh, he doesn't get to add his proficiency. So yeah, he rolled a 2 on it. Okay. At first I was like, I didn't think it was possible for him to get 2 damage. But on crit it is. So let me do some quick maths. That'd be 26. Okay. Um yeah. So let me do something else now real quick. We've got we're gonna put it on Hudson for just a second. Okay. So when you guys move to the next floor, uh Harpies 3 and 4 will become Harpies 11 and 12 because for some reason it is not wanting to work with me right now.
Yep.
So, anyway, Harpy 6 can reach Amnar, so 12 and 17 to hit.
The 17 will hit.
5 damage. And same for Harpy 4, except it gets a 6 and a 5, so both miss. And we're back to the top of the round with Bull.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
So there's no harpies behind us?
No, they're all the harpies are now on the floor above you.
Gotcha.
You've got 3, 4, and 6 through 10. Um, you can just choose one to throw a weapon at if you want. But you can also continue your path along if you want to move up a floor.
15, 20, 25.
Or if you have another way of moving up a floor, you can do that as well.
So figuratively, that's like my movement.
Yep.
Hold up. Let's do a little calculation here. If there's someone like here, or I guess here on the third floor, I could probably pop them with an axe. Otherwise, I really can't. Well, they're at disadvantage, so.
Yeah, we're gonna say that you can. I don't like switching between pages over and over again. So we're gonna say you can aim at any of them.
Well, I just didn't know, like, depending on where like they are, because like 20 means I can hit them without disadvantage. 25 from me means they get it's a disadvantage.
Well, remember that they're a floor above you, so that adds an extra 10 feet.
Oh, so it's just gonna be disadvantage then.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We're just gonna do disadvantage then. I don't even know who I'm aiming at. Just throwing an axe at a harpy.
Right.
Pick a number.
You can tell me
There's
whatever number it is. How about that?
well, it might matter for the future. 7 has been hit. It looks like already, and so is 10.
We're going for 10. 10 feels nice.
Okay, go for it.
Disadvantage that. What pow? 15.
15 hits,
Yeah.
12 damage.
Oh, you know what? If 10's still standing, we'll throw another axe at him. 11.
Isn't
Yeah,
11 their
10
AC?
is 10 is still up, but it is not looking great.
Well, 10 has another axe at 11 coming out his head.
11 is its AC, so you do hit.
Oh.
And yeah, is that like the 4th time you've rolled that damage?
I've done it a lot tonight.
In a row.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't get my top one to get past a 3. It's been one d.
And 9
And
was
I keep rolling low as well on my d12.
and you get it down to 1 HP because of course you do. That's
why
what you
wouldn't we
guys
do that?
always do sometimes.
It keeps it exciting that way.
There's always a little bit of hope left. All right, that'll end my turn.
Knock, it is your turn. And you pass. You are no longer
Yay.
charmed.
And that's my turn.
Amnar, you're hanging on by a thread.
Right. I'm gonna healing potions whatever it is, bonus action, right?
You can do whatever you want, but it will give you different amounts of healing depending on what you do.
Oh right. Um I'll try to get the max healing out of it, so just I don't know if I have it set up to roll for
Let me look and see what I said the rules were for it. Um, cleave, flanking, shield break. I thought I wrote it down somewhere, but maybe I didn't. Um, I know I did. So yeah, if you go to the very top of the chat window and go to the three hexagons that's and you hover over and it says collection.
Yeah.
Um, if you scroll down, the top thing should be macros,
Yeah.
and if you scroll down, there should be three macros called potion action, potion bonus action, and potion out of combat.
Okay.
Um, then there to the right of those it says in bar.
Yeah.
Just check mark those three,
Gotcha.
and then they should appear at the bottom of your screen on the map.
Yeah.
And just clearly we're not out of combat, but then you can choose between bonus
Yeah.
action and action.
Okay. Anyways, getting distracted. Okay. Anyways, so then I would just do potion action. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a greater. See what happens.
18. Nice. You rolled three fours.
That should be useful. Okay.
And then remember to take a greater potion out of your inventory.
Yeah, yeah. I had that extra thing that just keeps a tally of them, but yeah. Okay. 10, 35. I might bonus action dash, I guess.
Okay. You could also potentially use your bonus action to apply Hunter's Mark if you wanted.
Oh, uh, yeah, I hadn't decided. Can you do a can you do an action and then a bonus action potion also, or is it only one potion per turn?
I think only one per turn.
Hmm, makes sense. Yeah, I'll save the hunter's mark
I don't
bonus
know
action.
that. I'm
Yeah,
open to being,
sounds like something that would be a rule.
but since it's supposed to be an action and not a bonus action, like
Oh, right,
that would normally mean only one a turn. So I doubt there's any sort of ruling about that.
right. Oh well, I'll just dash anyways. So
Okay,
I am there now. Okay, that is all I can do.
gotcha. Harpy. So this Harpy 10 is the one at 1 HP. Uh it has sang, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's sang already. Um yeah, it's going to uh fly up a few floors and sort of disappear. Um that is to say, you don't really see where it goes, but it is out of sight. And now it is Harpy 8. Um, it can fly down and attack Amnar, getting a 16 and a 20 to hit,
Oh my gosh. Yep, both hit.
dealing a total of 9 damage, 6 and 3. But you're not concentrating, so no need to do a spell.
Oh, can I get a opportunity attack, I guess?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Would I get one since he's right behind me?
Oh, right.
Because I
Oh,
had my
yeah.
turn, I moved, and then I'm here now.
Let me look at
Yep.
the screen. Is there a way for them to? No,
And
if
I'm
they want to
raging.
attack,
Oh,
if
well,
they
it's
want to
not there.
attack Amnar, they have to get near Bull. So yeah, you both do. This is why I don't like two maps. And it was on number 8
Yep.
here.
I'll get disadvantage on this attack.
Oh, really?
Well, it's throwing at a distance, so 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I can't get past 9.
16.
Total of 26 damage.
Yep. That hurt it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, wait, I didn't have number 9 go. So number 9 is gonna do the same thing. Attack Amnar, getting a 6 and a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Getting 4 damage.
Oh,
Then it's Finch's turn.
Um, can I see anybody to Eldritch Blast? Like number
Yeah,
8 or number
yeah.
10?
We can say you can see. You cannot see number 10, but you can see uh, 3,
the rest.
4, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
And 8 is the one that Bull just attacked, right?
Yeah, eight is hurt.
Okay.
7 is hurt a very small amount. 8 is hurt a good amount.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
eight's probably.
attack 8.
All right. 19 will hit. 5.
And the second one.
Yeah, that hits. 6.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast this on Amnar.
Oh, nice.
That is nice. Very kind of you.
Potential
Many
use, man.
attacks too late, but any
Right,
little
yeah.
bit helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might save me in the future though. Who knows? He was charmed for a little bit.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay, Harpy 7. We're gonna see how much that helps. Getting a 17 and a 12 to hit.
Um, because yep, nope, that would save me because I'm at 16, but plus 2 would make me 18.
Oh, yeah. All right. And you haven't had a turn yet, so uh is Finch within distance to get opportunity? No, he's still
No.
too far away.
no.
No, yeah.
So yeah, that means Hudson's turn. What would you guys like to have Hudson do?
I will.
Oh, you're back. Fantastic. So last time, just so that you're aware, I used a first level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on Amnar because he was dead, and then I used a cantrip, the the Sacred Flame, and you killed a harpy.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, now you can do whatever you'd like.
We are going to move. See, or is this harpy on the same floor?
That's me.
Yeah, that's Finch. Right,
Is it
right
Finch?
now there are no
Oh,
harpies
that
on the
is
same
Finch.
floor as you all.
Yeah, we
The
can't
way
see it
you're
on
in
this
the
level.
shadow for me, you look like a harpy for some reason. I just
Oh,
saw.
Mm.
yeah,
Alright,
no. His icon also makes him blend in the turn order.
there's my movement. Um, there's nobody on this floor. Can I just bonus action dash to get around the tower a little bit quicker?
That's what I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn it, cat.
Rory really wants to play.
Alright. I think that's it.
All right.
Mhm.
Harpy 3. Which is 11 on this other one. It will swoop down and attack at Amnar, getting a 7 and a 16 to hit.
Both miss.
Stupid Shield of Faith. But this one will get you. He gets a 5 and a 22,
Yep, that'll hit.
dealing 2 damage.
Oh my gosh. They're having trouble now.
And then one more. Getting a 6 and a 13, both missing. And we are back at the top of the round. But before anything major can happen, uh, you hear a rumbling from up top. It seems that Harpy number 10 has done something.
Find
Um,
the harpy mother.
yes, as a matter of fact, that's exactly what's happened.
Dang it.
Um, from out of the doors, or whatever is up there, um, emerges a much more vicious looking harpy, um, known as the Crimson Countess.
Whoa. How crazy. Maybe we can make friends with her.
Wonder what her favorite fear is.
Right? Get Hudson to stare deep into her eyes. Be like, what is your favorite fear?
So she is now in the turn order. Um, but she is still uh, a couple levels up. So it'll take her some time to, I say some time, a very small amount of time, but still a time to get down to you. But she is on her way. We're gonna say she's on level 8, just because that seems like a good number.
Right. However tall this thing is.
Yeah, the battle map that we're using does not necessarily match up with how tall this tower is, because I'm
Right.
not exactly sure, and I'm just winging it. But
Gotcha.
yes,
So
Bull, it is now your turn.
10, 15, 20, 40. Who gets a disadvantage axe? I'm ready.
So close to making it up to next up. We're gonna say you can reach any of them but the Crimson Countess. So that'd be 6, 7. It'd be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think eight's the one that's really hurt.
Yeah, 8. 8 is almost dead.
Well, we're gonna throw at 8.
All right.
Well, how many floors is 8 above me?
I've got it marked as floor 4. Some of these are on floor 3. Some of them are on floor 4.
But it's
Yeah,
disadvantaged.
it's 60 feet max. So I think it'll hit floor 3s.
Um, you can reach 30 feet with it, right?
20 before disadvantage, 60 before it's just not feasible.
Oh. Um,
So yeah, 60 is absolute max range, but
Probably should have asked last turn. That's my fault.
it's all good. We're still gonna say you can hit whatever. If you want to throw it at 8, we'll let you throw it at 8.
Well, we're gonna hit disadvantage. We're gonna throw it at 8. Boom,
16
16.
hits.
Can't get past 9.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with that? That is strange.
I've done it like 5 times in a row.
But that is enough to kill Harpy 8.
Well, then we're gonna go
Yeah.
for Harpy 6 or 7. I mean,
All right. That one is listed as being on floor 3, so we're good. 17
17.
hits.
I got 11,
yeah,
but
there we
a
go.
1.
Makes up for it by
All right. Anything else you can do on your turn?
No.
All right. Knock. It is your turn.
It's been
Is
1,000
this your
years.
Is this your first round not being charmed?
Second.
yeah.
I had like the very. I acted before the harpies and have done nothing since.
Yeah, he was able to do one thing, and then
Okay, they keep going after Amnar, so I'm going to do this first. So 1, 2, oh shoot, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can get next to Amnar if I move diagonal across that last spot. I'm going to summon a fresh shadow, and so they're having to like. I would like to summon the shadow such that they have to move past it to get to Amnar.
can it hover in midair?
You
Yes.
might take into account that Amnar is going to move in like next.
Okay, well, Amnar, where are you going?
Let's see, I can do 35, I think.
Will you dash to move up?
Probably not this time. I'll probably shoot something.
Okay, I'm able to get it over there, no problem. So I'll just do the same thing, but over here.
Yeah.
And I'd like to put this so that something has to fly past it to get to Amnar so it can make an opportunity attack.
Gotcha.
And then can I see anything to shoot it from where I'm at?
Yeah. Any of them. 3, 4. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9.
None of them are next to an ally, right?
Yeah,
No,
they're
they.
above.
Yeah, they're all on the floor above you. Well, at least one floor above you. And none of them are standing next to each other.
Then I'm going to use my new Mercenary's Pauldron. I think. Let me double check what it says. Yeah, I'm going to use a bonus action to take advantage. I'll deal an extra 1d6 damage and gain that amount of temporary hit points. Um, so I'll do that and target one that is. Is there one that's hurt but not on the edge of death?
Um,
I think Harpy 7 is just a little hurt.
7 is hurt and is bloodied, but none of the others are hurt at all.
Yeah, I'll shoot at that one.
17
17.
hits.
So that.
Holy crap. You kill it.
Oh, and then I deal one extra damage and gain one temporary hit point.
Yeah. It had 17 life, so you kill it.
I'll take it.
Anything else?
That was action, bonus action, and movement.
All right. Amnar.
Okay, I'll go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on something. Seven's dead, so I'll do three, and then I'll shoot at three.
Sorry, who did you say you were aiming at?
Oh, am I muted?
No, I was
Oh,
just reading
oh.
something. Sorry.
Yeah, I put Hunter's Mark on three, and then I'm shooting at three.
Okay.
Although, are we gonna say is three more than 30 feet away?
No, it's on floor 3.
Okay. And 14. I'll shoot at it again. 18. Okay.
Um, and so you shot at it with 24 first,
Yeah.
dealing
Four.
14 plus the d6
Mm,
of something.
I completely forgot about the d6s. So let's see. 4 is it's lightning, so 5 lightning damage.
Yeah, the type of damage doesn't matter super a lot
Yeah, I
against
didn't think
these guys. And then, yeah, the 17 will also hit. Ooh, not as good. 9, 10, 11.
and then 2 damage for the elemental thing.
Well, you bloodied it.
Hmm.
I definitely should have given these things more hit points or made more of them, because the Crimson Countess will not have any supporters around by the time she gets to fight you. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's all I can do.
It is the Crimson Countess's turn. Did I close her window? Apparently I. Oh no, there it is. Oh, she can fly further. That's nice. Okay. You guys are gonna be pissed at me, but she will uh fly down and because she can move further. Oh no! Wait, you guys are on floor two, and we said each one is worth 10, and she's on 8, so she cannot fly down. She will fly down a little bit. We'll put her on floor 5, probably. Yeah, we'll say she's on floor 5, and yeah, she's looking right at Amnar, and she's gonna throw her javelin at Amnar, getting a 27 to hit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll hit.
And it as it streaks through the air, um, sparks start flying from it, and you could almost swear that this javelin looks more like a bolt of lightning than a javelin,
Mm.
and it does 11 piercing damage to you and 20 lightning damage.
I'm down.
And then, uh, as if magic, it zaps back to her hand.
Mm.
And she will just stay floating there on floor 5.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, actually, she has to come down a couple floors because it does not have the range to do that.
Mm.
So we will say that she is on floor 3.
Mhm.
So much closer than she would have liked to have been, but that's okay. Now, the next harpy, if Amnar's down, uh, no one's charmed. Which harpy is this? It's number 8. Has number 8 sang yet? It has. Unfortunate. But it will swoop down at, I guess, the shadow, as it's the one out in the open. That seems right. Getting a 21 and a 20 to hit on the shadow.
Well, that'll hit.
Um, and where was it located? Let me check the other map. Uh, yeah, it would have flown by Bull. So, Bull, you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Oh my goodness, it's my favorite thing right now.
Right?
It's like
Or
the only time
have you already taken one?
no, I
Uh,
moved. I took one last,
Okay,
and then because I was over here, and then I've moved my 40 to here, and then in my turn after I threw
I
my
believe you.
axes.
I believe you. I was
I've
just
been keeping great track.
right.
I believe
I know
you.
it's
I just
from
10.
the
I
long.
lost track.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I finally missed.
never
a
mind.
10 does miss. Wah, wah. So now Harpy 10. Harpy 10 is the one that was at 1 HP, and it is going to fly away from this because it doesn't want to die.
They're gonna try to come kill me since I did hit it
Right.
last.
No, they don't have a death wish.
Right.
They just want to protect their turf.
They're not that crazy.
But yeah, when it's
A
at
little
one
crazy.
life, it knows that it's been bested, and it'll fly away to maybe come after you another
Right.
day.
Yeah. It'll get its revenge later when you least expect it.
9 will. Oh, the shadow's gone, so nothing's out in the open, and it's the equivalent of here, give or take. Can't really see through poles, so it's gonna fly down and attack Bull, getting a crit fail and a 16 to hit,
The 16 will hit,
dealing 3 damage, which you can cut in half to 2.
which I won't even take because of Armors of Agathis, which he takes 15 for.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
So now I have 13 points left of my Armor of Agathis.
And you did like 2/3 of its, or 1/3 of the. Yeah, you hurt this thing pretty badly just for being hit. Wah, wah.
Why do you think I was trying to convince 10 to hit me?
Yeah. So Finch, it's your turn.
Well, let's do a little 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And do I want to? I'm just kind of in the
Also,
grip.
I know that going up these stairs are is tedious. Um, but I would like to point out that I did offer everyone boots the option to buy boots of flying.
All right.
You just
We.
you guys
Yeah.
just changed your mind.
Yep.
They wouldn't have been needed in the garden,
Yeah.
but they would have been
Actually,
really
yeah.
useful here.
Yeah,
They would have been
that's for
kind of
sure.
useful here. This is true.
Um, Trying to
So
decide if I just want to attack number 9 or if I want to dash and get up a little bit farther.
If we had boots of flying, we would have flown straight up to the top and gotten eaten alive.
Yeah.
that's also potentially a possibility.
Hey, but at least we wouldn't have been thrown off the edge and died that way.
Right.
Can I attack number 9 with an Eldritch Blast? Or is that the
Um,
one that's most injured?
yeah, 9 and 3 are both injured. 3 more so than 9.
Oh, let's attack number 3 then.
Okay. Since there are fewer and I'm actually keeping track of, you know what? I've told everyone else they can aim at whoever, so I'll let you aim at whoever.
Oh,
Even though even though 3 is basically right above you.
oh, if it's right above me, then I attack number 9. You can be legit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, number 3 is basically right above you. You wouldn't be able to see it.
All right, that's fine then. I'll attack number 9.
Oh, you crit. Well, of course you do. 6 and 8. All right.
And another comma.
Yeah, that'll hit. 3. All right. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, sir. Thank you.
7. Um,
Probably should have smited on my crit, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm dumb. Oh well, it's fine.
7 died. You guys killed 7. I'm marking them off on the floor on the other map where they're actually located, and I'm forgetting to do it on this one where I did it had them sitting just for getting them on
For
initiative.
yeah.
So Hudson's turn.
All right.
Actually, you know what? We've got you guys all marked as being. Why didn't I think of this before?
Hmm?
Um, yeah, move where you want to go, real quick, Hudson. This is exactly what I should have done.
I'm playing a fun game right now called Keep the Cat Off the Keyboard.
I have a plastic keyboard cover thing to keep from off of it.
Emnor, are you down again?
Yep, I am.
Oh, don't you worry. She's exited out of my character sheet. Thank you, cat.
Rory's being helpful.
She's being very helpful. Aren't we playing Step on the Keyboard 20 times in a row?
Here. Now you guys are on the next map up. And everyone is just marked with the level they're on, and you can see everyone.
I'm gonna shoot me that big chicken. Hmm.
But I don't think, since I copy and pasted, I don't think that the little orange marker will work. But that's okay.
That's for Amnar.
Okay. Would like to point out that your cure wounds has two bonuses you can apply to it, and you can do it as a bonus action now. So you still have an action, but you can add the Disciple of Life and the Gloves of Healing. So I think that's a total of 6 extra health.
Yeah, it seems right. Like 15. There we go.
All right.
And like I said, you still have an action. Um, as far as spells go, you can only cast a cantrip, but outside of that, you can do whatever.
Is there anybody on my actual level that I can see?
No. Only only your allies are on floor 2.
All right, and I'm out of movement already.
But we'll say that you, well, except for the fact that you're, yeah, I don't, because you're behind a pole, I don't think you can see anybody.
Nope. Yeah.
Maybe Harpy 9. Maybe you can get a glimpse of Harpy 9.
If you
But
say
yeah.
maybe, we could send a cantrip his way real quick.
Okay, go for it. If it fails, you will kill it. It has exactly 6 life. It did. It rolled a 5. So
There you
you
go.
kill another harpy.
Nice.
Kill Harpy and bring Amnar back to life. We're
Mm-hmm.
doing good this turn.
Yeah, you've done that twice now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems to be the routine now.
I grumble under my breath. Oh, you stole my kill again.
Harpy 3, which is on this map 11, uh, is hurt, and it's on floor 3, so one above. It will. Amnar's back up. So it flies across, and it's gonna attack Amnar.
Is the shield not on me anymore since I died?
That
Or put
is
it down?
that is exactly what I was about to ask. Um, Normally, it would go down because you would be concentrating on it, but someone else was concentrating on it.
Yeah.
So I am not sure how that works. I would, my instinct is to say that yes, it goes away, but I could very easily be wrong.
Yeah.
You talking about his armor stuff?
The shield of
The-
faith.
Yeah, I'm concentrating on it.
right, but when the
When the
guy
shield
goes
stayed on
down
me,
because he technically died
or went
and then
unconscious,
was
whatever
brought
you
back
do.
to life. And normally, when a character dies, the spells affecting him stop.
I don't. That's not true
Oh, really? So if he's
because like
still physically there,
Shield of Faith is like the classic example because you can still attack someone who's down.
that's true. Yeah,
So
but
unless
like,
a spell says that it ends, it doesn't end.
ah, okay. So I
Okay,
still have the. Yep.
so you still got it.
Okay then.
So yeah, a 17 and a 9, both of those miss then.
Yep.
All right.
Did you get an
And then
attack of opportunity on it too?
If it's leaving me,
it does.
well then.
Yep, that hits.
Ignore the hunter's mark damage. So 5 damage.
It's hurt real bad. RP4, which on this map is number 12, um, will, yeah, go and attack Amnar. No, it won't because it's on floor 4. So it does not have the movement to do that and get away. So, with that being the case, it will fly here and attack Finch.
Can I attack it first?
Yup, because of your stupid sentinel thing.
You like it.
27 will hit, dealing 11 damage. And then it will attack you, getting a 10 and a 6 to hit.
Wah, wah.
And then it will fly away, where now I'm sure Knock will attempt to attack it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, so it moved out of my range.
Yep.
Okay. I also have Sentinel, so even if it just hits him, if it's within 5 feet, I get to hit it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
It did not.
hunters
It
can
did
go
not
off
hit
and
him.
drop
It
things.
missed.
No, sorry. If it swings at them, I get to.
Oh, okay.
And they're within 5 feet of an ally.
Would that also drop them if you hit?
Would it what them?
Would it make them drop?
Oh, yeah. If I do an opportunity attack, it reduces their speed to 0. And if you're flying and their speed is reduced to 0, you fall to the ground.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Please hit.
Maniacal cackling. Hit every
All
RPG.
right. I gotta use my rapier, so let's see how this goes.
So we'll put it on floor 2 because it did swoop down to your all's level,
And it's only a 10, because of course it
and
would be.
that's a miss. Huzzah!
Oh.
I don't know that I have ever pulled off a sentinel reaction attack.
All right.
I think you
If
did
there
at
was
least
ever
one.
a time to get it, that was it.
It's like a core component of this build, and it's never worked.
You did at least once for sure.
There was one time, yeah.
But so yeah, we'll move this guy away and put it back on floor 3.
You know what's also dumb? I could have this entire time been using Booming Blade for my opportunity attacks, and then when they move away, they would have taken additional thunder damage.
Ah,
I really don't like how much stuff you guys have.
I
right.
should have waited until CJ did that again before I
Right.
tried to pull it out.
He said something.
Well, here's the thing.
Surprise.
I try I try not to metagame. The harpies don't know you have these things.
Right.
So
And I forget that I have these things.
Right. I know. We barely remember.
um so yeah, that's my excuse is that they don't know
Hmm.
until they see you do it. They have no way of knowing.
But yeah, I probably could have downed one of them at least because it would have been an extra D8 plus an extra, I think it's like 2D8 or something when they move away.
Hmm.
So shoot. Harpy will swoop down here and attack Amnar. 16 and 22 to hit,
22 hits.
dealing 5 damage. And then it'll swoop back up. And you've already used your opportunity attack. It did not get in range of anyone else's, so we're back to the start of the round with Bull. Why did it? Why did the orange thing get so big?
Not do. His aura is this that huge.
Bull. What is? Hold on. Can
Hmm?
can we hold on for just a second? Um,
The marker thing acting weird.
yeah, we're going to.
Round three's turn is done.
So I didn't hallucinate all the initiatives disappearing.
You changed maps when you tried different combinations.
Ah.
Okay. Was it Nox's turn or Bull's turn?
It was both turn.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I have everything in the correct order now. Um, if I messed it up, I'm sorry.
Mm.
But Bull, continue on.
I've been muted this whole time because I forgot to pull my mic down. It's my turn. Uh, I'm on the third floor now, and I'm going to hit the crimson.
Oh, you're on floor 3?
Yep, I just made the loop finally.
All
But
right.
this time I didn't use all my movement, so Amnar has a chance to catch up and stay a little closer to the bull for protection.
All right. And what are you doing now?
I'm going to throw an axe at her.
Go for it.
18.
That hits.
Oh, 20 damage.
All
That
right.
felt nice. I'm going to throw another axe.
All right.
19.
That hits.
That was a bad roll.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
Knock. It is your turn.
All right. I am gonna drop a shadow next to the Countess. Well, is she just throwing that javelin over and over?
You have no idea. She's only had one turn.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna put my shadow next to her just to see what happens. Actually, I probably gotta put it on this side. And well, dang, that's obnoxious.
Can you attack it through the shadow with your sentinel? Does it still work that way?
Yes. So the sentinel will still work. So no one is next to a harpy, right?
Technically correct. Yes, because everyone's on different floors than the harpies.
Frick. I'm gonna move up next to Finch. And I guess I'm just gonna ready an action to yeah, I'm gonna ready an action to shoot at one of the harpies if they get within 5 feet of an ally.
Gotcha. And is that everything?
Yep.
Amnar, it's your turn. And I'm assuming you went up a level.
Yeah, I guess that means I'm floor 3 now. So I'll move Hunter's Mark to the Crimson Countess, and then shoot at her. 14.
A 14 misses.
Let me try again. 16.
Misses.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, that's everything I can do.
All right. Um, Crimson Countess has a higher intelligence. It's got a positive bonus instead of a negative bonus, so it actually understands some things. It is going to face the Shadow, Knock, and Finch, and it is going to release a Thunder Blast. A 15-foot cube emanates from her spear, and you guys need to make Constitution saving throws.
Can that reach us from there?
15-foot cube can.
It's down one level.
Oh, uh, I mean it's a cube, so it's 15 foot in every direction, like a cube. So it would fit.
She
It
probably
would
leaves
go.
it down at an angle anyways, yeah.
But yep.
Yeah, you said
That's what you guys get for still being on level 2.
So yeah, I guess the shadow won't take a hit because
And
it's
you
an
said
object.
con save.
E,
Wait, what is it? I can't remember now.
yes, Constitution saving throw. So Finch passes. So Knock will take the full 15 damage, and Finch will take half that, so 8. Right? Yeah, we're rounding up, so 8. And um, Knock, you would be pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone. Um, I'm going to say that you're not at the window, so you don't get pushed out. But you are knocked prone. And that's the harpies. That is its action. So it will bonus action dodge and fly up a couple.
Oh, that means I still get to make an attack against it.
Oh, the sentinel attack.
Why?
Because it moves away from the echo.
Yeah, but it's bonus action dodging.
That would be disengage, and it still wouldn't matter because I have Sentinel.
Oh, well, disengage then. I misspoke.
Sentinel
It has the
negates
option.
disengage.
What's that?
Sentinel negates disengage.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
So this is going to be with disadvantage, but if it fails, it's going to drop 30 feet.
Yeah, I will. I really thought the bonus action disengage had it.
Do I have
And,
anything fancy
also,
to add to this?
Finch, you were concentrating on something,
Yes, shielding.
so you took damage, so you'll need to make another con save to keep it. 10 or higher. You pass. Okay. But yeah, Knock.
High stakes, but it is disadvantage. 15?
It misses.
Gah!
Yeah, she's got some higher AC than the other guys.
Yep. the others had an AC of 11.
I want that to
Crimson
work so badly.
the Crimson Countess has an AC of 17.
Oh damn.
We'll have her fly up to floor 5.
Good for her.
That's just 20 feet of movement of her 60, so she can still fly down and attack people if she needs to. But
Sure, why not?
I was really thinking the disengage
Mm-hmm.
would have fixed that
Solve.
problem.
Yeah, right.
Finch, it is your turn.
Well, 5, 10, 15. I'm kind of. Is that gonna be weird to be like under? I mean,
I'll
we
just
understand.
move her. I'll just move her over one. If you can move to the right one real quick. Now you can go back.
Cool. Uh, want to. Is 11 the most hurt?
Yeah, by far.
Then I want to Eldritch Blast that one.
That hits. That kills it.
Oh.
It had 3 life.
Oh gosh.
You got exactly the right amount.
And then is 12 hurt at all?
Yes, a very small amount.
I might just send the second one at the Countess.
All right. Oh yeah, that's got a huge range. So yeah, 15 misses that.
All right, that's it.
Hudson, what are we doing?
We're gonna move up a floor.
Not this turn, you're not.
Unless he dashes.
He could always dash.
He could dash, you know.
We'll move her out of the way if you want to move there, and we'll say that
We'll. Is there anybody on the floor? No.
no one's dying. Amnar's kind of close.
I'm at 10 health, but you know.
We're just gonna bonus action dash.
All right.
I'm on
Uh,
cover enough.
yeah, you can get to there. Anything you want to do with your bonus action dash? I don't think you can bonus action dash.
Whichever one it is, it's action dash.
Yeah, now you can do a bonus action now if you want,
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
but only like specific people get the ability to bonus action dash.
I forget about that. Yeah.
Rogues and monks and goblins, I
Hmm.
think. The Crimson Countess can.
Of course.
Since Amar's not down yet, we'll wait on giving him some more healing.
You wouldn't happen to have thaumaturgy to close all the windows, would you?
Have what?
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
It looks like all the windows are closed.
They should be open.
Oh, okay.
The harpies use them to come in and out.
Right.
Start closing the windows as you walk by. Yeah, I think
Fly
it's
into
gonna
the
be my
glass.
turn.
Sorry, what'd you say?
So I think that'd be my turn.
Okay.
Amor's not dead, so we'll
Yeah.
hold off on healing him.
And you're not going to do anything with your action then?
And I just dashed.
Well,
Yeah,
your
dash.
bonus action, I guess.
It's not much. I mean, there's nobody to attack.
Okay. Just making sure. Harpy 12 will. It's on floor 3. Ooh, you guys are getting close to it. But yeah, it has its hatred of cats is strong,
It has a death wish.
so it does not like you guys. Actually, it wouldn't. Screw it. That's where it ended up. Um, getting a 13 and a 15 to hit,
Both miss.
and then it'll fly away. Where all 3 of you can, unless you've already taken your attack of opportunity.
Not this turn.
Fresh turn for me.
26 will hit.
7 damage.
11.
11.
Whew.
It hit. That's its AC. It hits.
Just barely hits.
Holy crap!
Mm,
There we go.
there's some damage.
You kill it. It had
Ah!
20 life.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
21. That's 21 damage. It had 20 life.
We're breaking our streak of bringing
So
things
it
down to 1 life.
falls to the ground as you slice at it. And then it's Harpy 1. It's on the 4th floor. It'll swoop down and attack Amnar too. Because you guys are on the 3rd floor now, so it's got that movement.
And good is Hudson didn't have to waste his
Right.
attack of
That's true,
opportunity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hudson, yeah, can.
So it gets a 17 and a 19 to hit Amnar.
Let's see, 19 will hit. Oh, wait. Let's see, it's 16 plus. Yeah, 19 will hit.
All right, dealing 4 damage.
Oof.
And then Hudson, do you want to take an opportunity attack against it?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
He's gonna miss.
I'm not gonna miss.
He's definitely gonna miss.
I'm not gonna miss.
Oh yeah?
We can't handle attention here. Oh my
It
gosh.
does. 6 misses.
Oh man.
You rolled a 2. Wah wah. And now it's Bull's turn.
Whew. 5, 10, 20. If we're going 35 and Amnar will still be here. See this movement at 30.
I have 35 movement also.
He's a cat. He's
Well,
quick like that.
anyway, yeah. Well, I
If you
went 35, so.
if you keep him back 1, you can kind of hide him behind that post where nobody's actually going to get to him.
Yeah, but then I like the opportunity attacks I get from the other harpies.
Right? And I have that
He's
plus
okay
40.
with using Amnar as bait.
Yeah, right? I'm okay with using
I
me as bait, so.
I have calculated it.
I-
I am bad at math, but I've calculated it is
Right.
more fun when you can hit them more.
Right.
He's on 4-5. That's
Especially since we can't get close
20.
to him otherwise.
You think the Countess is kind of in the disadvantage range of 60?
3 to 5. So that'd be an extra 20 feet on top of.
20, and then 5. It'd be like 40-ish feet.
Mhm. It's in disadvantage range, I would say.
CJ,
What's that?
Is the
is
countess
she in disadvantage range?
Is she in 60
If I
feet?
start chucking axes at it?
The Crimson Countess? Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's 20 feet high
Yeah.
and
Over.
however far
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for normal range. I was asking for disadvantage because I knew.
Yeah.
Miss and miss.
Yes. Yeah, she's got 17.
Yeah. Extra ACs causing problems.
I tried.
Finally, something is.
Right. Those other harpies were
Not.
causing problems.
It's your turn.
Okay. Trying to decide which of like 15 weird and obnoxious things I want to do.
They're all gonna fail.
Right.
Did your held auction actually ever go off?
No.
I use my reaction for the opportunity attack.
Oh.
I was basically just ensuring that I got to make at least one attempt. So I'm going to stand up. Hold on. Okay. Whale, whale, whale. I guess I'm going to resituate my shadow to block for Amnar.
He's probably going to move down here to a bull. I think is what they were discussing.
Yeah.
Like here.
I'll be right behind Bull. Yeah.
And I guess I would situate him an extra 5 feet up so that someone has to fly past him to get to Amnar.
Okay.
And then, well, she's
So
running out of
on
harpies.
the fourth floor, then.
Yeah.
Essentially.
3.5. Can I write that in?
Unfortunately, not. But
Well-
we'll remember.
I guess we should get rid of Harpy 6. Is that the last other Harpy?
Yep. That is the last of the harpies. Crimson Countess and Harpy 6.
Oh, shoot, but I won't have sneak attack. I guess I'm going to use my pauldron again. So I'll make the attack with advantage. Critical hit.
I hate things.
So 37 damage, and then 41 damage.
You kill it. It's full health. It was at full health, which is 38.
And I get a 4 temp HP shield. Well, I feel good about that turn. I had some wild ideas about using shove to knock the harpy prone,
Right.
but I'm not built for that, and I don't. It's probably built really well to resist that, but the temptation of making it take 5d10 falling damage was very strong.
It still had not sunk. It was going to charm some of you. I'm sure of it.
Well, I use my second of 3 charges, and I attack, and bonus action. I guess I'm going to just go around the corner and hide.
All right.
So the Crimson Countess gets to worry that I'm out there somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crit.
yeah,
I just become part of the tower.
Amnar,
He just
it
turns
is
into
your
brick.
turn.
Okay. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna shoot at the Crimson Countess again, if I can. 21.
That hits.
Finally. Oh, and then my d6 is 2 damage. I'm guessing the element doesn't really matter. It's fire, but yeah.
Mm, it will matter against her.
Oh,
Yeah. If uh if you roll if it rolls to be lightning or thunder, she's immune to it.
oh, okay then.
So what did you say 3 was?
Fire.
Cool. 9 is a miss though.
Okay. 35. All right. That's everything I can do.
All right, it's her turn. She's gonna roll to see if she gets her weapon back. I say weapon, her thunder blast, and she does. It comes back on a 5 or a 6.
Of course it does.
Um so yeah, she's gonna drop down to floor 3, move about right here, and blow it at Amnar and Bull.
Wonderful.
So I'm gonna need Amnar and Bull to make Constitution saving throws.
Wow. I have a 7.
So the DC was 15. So somehow, miraculously, Amnar succeeds in spectacular fashion, and somehow Bull fails. Um, so Amnar, you will take half damage. You'll take 9, and
That
Bull
still takes me down, but
you will take the full 18. But uh oh, uh do you get to half damage from spells? It's thunder damage, and you only take half damage from weapons, right?
Isn't it just like slashing, piercing, bludgeoning?
Yeah. Yeah, so you will
So
take the full 18.
wonderful.
And dang it, I was hoping to push Amnar out the window, but he's saved. So
But then still died.
Bull, you get pushed into the wall and you fall prone. So it'll take half your movement to stand up, and then we can go from there. She went down 20 feet and moved 10 feet. So that's 30. She still has 30 more because she can move 60. She will go back to floor 5 and back to where she was away from things. Finch, it's your turn.
can can I try to cast command and tell her to grovel, which would cause her to fall prone?
Uh, I think so. Put command in the chat and let's read it. Sorry.
It specifically says grovel, which causes it to fall prone.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. What's the DC?
13. It's you know sucker
And
save, but try it.
it's a wisdom save.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you what their bonus is, but you can try.
I got nothing to lose. Let's try it.
Um, okay. Uh, this stands a decent chance of working. it's uh, it's got a no bonus. No, it doesn't have a detractor either, but no bonus. So wisdom save. It got a 10. No, wait. That is rolling with advantage. I don't know why it rolled with advantage. It got an 8. How far does 60 feet? And that is.
All the way to the
Actually,
ground.
I'm
You're
just
too far away.
reading. It does say a flying creature stays aloft.
I think that's the halt.
Oh, for halt. Perfect.
Can you reach it?
60 feet? I don't know. You tell me. Can I?
Third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor is 30 feet. 40. Crap, you can reach. Crap, crap, crap. Okay. And I guess even if your whole thing was just wanting to make it drop, you could just say drop, I guess. Or fall or something like that. Um so yeah, that works. Um how far do you fall per 6 seconds?
I think it's 60 feet. At least 60 feet.
I was really hoping it would get to the next turn without hitting the ground. Um, okay. So that's what, 1d6 per 10 feet? So 5d6? Is that correct?
Yes, and it becomes prone.
Okay. Colin, roll 5d6 to see what kind of damage you do to this thing.
Perfect.
That is not as much as I thought would happen.
And that was pretty good rolls.
Huh. Why is that not as much as I thought?
Yeah. I mean, I probably could have done very similar, just attacking it with Eldritch Blast.
I don't think so.
But this was more fun.
Your Eldritch Blast is not.
It's not powerful by any means, but I think I can handle it.
I mean, you were doing like
Yeah, that's true. I
5
guess
or
the max
6.
the max I can do with that is only like 20 because it's a 1d10 and there's not
Yeah.
really any bonus to it.
Yeah, you got to be full on Warlock for that Eldritch Blast to really start taking off. And it can. It very much can.
Well,
But
maybe it will later.
but it's also prone, which means it won't be able to move as much next turn. And normally, normally, a prone thing is has advantage, or you guys have disadvantage on hitting it with ranged attacks. However, you guys are elevated above it, and I don't think that makes any sense. So I think if something's prone and you have a lot of, a lot of height over it, it should actually be easier to hit. So, yeah, range attacks will have advantage for the next until it gets up from prone. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Um, I feel like I should move anyway. 20, 25. I don't know if it
Um,
really helps with me anymore, but
remember, if you do that, you go up a level, and this is now on the first floor.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I know it's coming back up.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to flee out the front door now because you guys are all way up high.
Well, now that I know that falling damage isn't that much, maybe I'll just jump at it.
Anyway, if that's your turn, Hudson, what are you going to do for us?
We're gonna get around the pillar, so now I can look down. And
I know you can't see because of the pillar, but I'd like to remind you that Amnar is dead.
there's- it's fine. It's all fine. Give me 1 sec. My cat exited out of my character sheet again. In case you're wondering, if I've had to remove her about 15 or 50 times off the keyboard. Alright. So here's my plan. To use Guiding Bolt, but I've cast it to level 2.
Okay.
And then I'll also heal Am. Oh wait, is it just one spell or?
You can only cast one leveled spell. So guiding bolt would I do not think you have a healing cantrip.
I don't.
I don't think that that is a thing.
Healing word?
Is that a
Oh,
cantrip?
cantrip. Sorry. No.
So you can heal um with a leveled spell and then do a cantrip to attack the Crimson Countess, or you can attack the Crimson Countess with something and then not Amnar will not be healed from you this turn. I would also like to point out that a major good thing about uh, guiding bolt is that it grants advantage to the next person, and most people are already going to have advantage against this, so saving it might be worthwhile.
How is everyone looking on health?
Well, I mean,
Every-
Amnar's unconscious, so he's pretty
Everyone
bad.
else is all right.
Alright. I got it. Click that. Click that. Cat, what the fuck have you done to my computer?
In order to do cure wounds, you would have to get within touch range of Amnar.
I clicked on the wrong one.
Healing word would work from a distance,
That's the one I wanted. I might.
and it only matters because cure wounds does rolls bigger dice.
There it is. Let's try that one.
Oh, and you cast it at a higher level?
Yes. And this is
Okay.
still the +6, right?
Maybe.
Is it for the
Um,
gloves or is it one time?
the gloves, no, the gloves are always. It adds your proficiency modifier, which is 3, and then the other thing was something plus the spell level. So you cast it at a higher spell, so it should do more.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess
Disciple of Life, I think it's called.
there we go. All right, so it's +2 the
Plus
spell level
so
for
4.
yes, 4.
So that's an extra 7 total from the 3 from the gloves, 4 from that thing. So a total of 14 health. You basically doubled your healing output. Nice.
That was bonus action and Sacred Flames.
Does being prone give you disadvantage on dexterity saving throws?
I want to say that's only restrained.
You can still roll on things and roll out.
It doesn't matter. It failed anyway. And it's officially bloodied. And that's all your stuff? Do you want to move it all?
Um, I think I'm just gonna stay on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Oops. Clicked it twice by accident. Bull, it's your turn.
Get closer, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just rain some axes down on him at normal.
Yep.
24
That hits. 13.
and 26.
Yep, that'll hit.
17.
17. Do you get to choose the kind of damage your rage does?
Yeah, I just chose
Okay,
fire.
that's fine. If it was random, I would have needed to make sure that it wasn't thunder or lightning, otherwise it's immune to that.
It's just kind of whatever I choose.
That's fair. You would probably know not to choose thunder or lightning.
I just go with fire. It's my main one.
Makes sense. Is that everything then?
Yeah, I'll just stay put, I guess.
All right, Knock. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to unload on this thing.
Yeah,
So,
if you crit again, there's a good chance this thing does not get up from prone.
so I'm going to move out. I'm going to drop the echo like above it. So I guess that. Why can I not get it to? There we go.
We're just gonna put him to the side for now. When you say above it, like, okay, perfect. Um, if it's on the same floor, uh, just mark it as 0, and if it's a floor above, mark it as 2.
So I want it literally within 5 feet, directly above. However you want to navigate that in your head.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, now step out from cover. First attack with hand cannon at advantage.
23 hits.
19 points of damage. Unleash Incarnation for a rapier attack with advantage. This one won't have sneak attack, but I'm not going to turn it off. 20 to hit. 10 points of damage. Action Surge. Another delirium. Oh, sorry. Bonus action. Last charge on the pauldron. Advantage again. Delirium hand cannon.
Yeah,
Double
how do you want
18s.
to kill it? It had 2 life.
All right. So 17 and 18. So I think this is just a wild, confusing flurry of gunfire. Nox steps out and fires the first shot from the delirium hand cannon. Hits. The shadow appears behind it, stabs it with the rapier. Nock doesn't physically grab the other hand cannon. Like a shadowy arm grabs the hand cannon and fires. Echo stabs again. And is just a confusing flurry of shadows, violence, and presumably some kind of like squawking sound as he reduces the Countess to a pulp.
Just like that, she's gone.
And reload guns. Because what might happen next?
Yeah, with that, we will leave initiative order. The tower becomes almost eerily silent after all the singing and flapping and squawking, the sounds of battle. But yeah, then from up above, you do hear a large growl, we'll say, and that's where we'll leave it.
Glad I reloaded the guns.
That is where we will leave it for the night. Sorry, we went way late.
That's okay.
In fairness, we did start a little late,
Yeah,
but
we started late because
but we went way late,
Mhm.
and I apologize for that. But yeah, hopefully that was a interesting little session to have. Um, I've never done tiered, combat like that. Um, Hopefully it worked all right. I'm sure there are things I could do to improve it, but yeah. Anyway, next time, uh, explore the tops of the clock tower.
Mhm. Let's see what that
Yeah,
growling noise is.
Sweet.
yeah. But with that, it is 11:30 for me, and I have to work in the morning.
Me too.
So I'm gonna jump off of here.
Yep.
All right. See
All
y'all.
right.
I will
Peace.
talk to you guys later.
Bye, Internet.